Cameras rolling. Interview with Brandon Stahl. Take one.
Where is he?
I don't know. You're supposed to get him. I'm the director. I'm not supposed to go get the stars.
I'm the cameraman. I don't do that stuff.
Go get him.
Okay.
Oh, the camera's still going.
Oh,
cut it.
I mean, I have an interview with this guy. Where could he possibly be? I mean, he's supposed to be here. Brandon. Brandon!
What do you want? I'm practicing my dance.
We have an interview to do. Let's go.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I'm here with Brandon Stahl, who decided to finally show up for his interview. He is commonly known for being a star in the Brock University dance class. First question for you. What did you find the experience like?
Before I start off, I'd like to say sorry for showing up late. I just get caught dancing everywhere I go nowadays. It's some big issue of mine. I consider it a habit almost. But to answer your question, I'd like to say that I found, for one, that it was fun. Honestly, like, just the whole experience of seeing new things, new ways to learn dance, new ways to express dance, stuff like that, I found it really interesting. As well, I find it fascinating how you work with a partner and how you could put your two skills together and all your creativity and put it together and make one big dance, which I'd also like to say that made it very satisfying for me as someone who's never done dance, along with my partner. And for us to be able to complete a dance and say that it's ours and it's perfect for us, it's a very satisfying feeling when you get it done and you're proud of your work. And lastly, I'd like to say, you know what, it brought out your independent skills. You have to work on your own with your partner. You have to find time for you guys to meet. You guys have to find your own skills, look up your own research. I think it's completely independent of in class where the teacher's kind of helping you and stuff. So I feel that it helped me with those skills as well, and that's about it.
What skills did you find were necessary to complete all aspects of the assignment?
Well, I think one of the biggest ones is cooperation. If you're unable to work with your partner or have a partner that you don't see eye to eye with, it's kind of a big issue, right? Because it's hard to work stuff out. So I found I got lucky. Me and my partner worked well together, and we had the same kind of ideas and creativity. So I found on that point that creativity was also another one. You had to be creative. You had to think of different ways to use your prop. You had to find different ways to move your body that were different than others, original, as well as showed the aspect that you were trying to present. I think especially determination. If you're not determined to find the time to work on it, if you're not determined to make sure that your dance is well organized and it's done properly between both of you, then you're going to have a lot of issues. So I think those three right there would be the main skills that you need.
Why did you choose the mirror to incorporate in your dance?
Well, actually, we decided to use the mirror because we thought that we were going to do dancing together, and throughout dancing together, you're supposed to look at each other's eyes a lot of the time, and we thought it'd be a neat idea if even when we weren't facing each other, we could use the mirrors to make it look like we were looking each other in the eye. And that was until we ran into a couple difficulties where we noticed that we didn't make this as obvious as it should be or look at each other as much as we should, and we had to change it.
What did you change it to?
Actually, that's a good thing that you asked me that, because I'd like to make it so people know that I chose spatial areas instead of dancing together, because me and my partner Tegan, we found that for both of us, the way we created our dance and the way we both felt was a better way for us to dance was to express the different spatial areas around us. And we ended up noticing that that was most of the moves that we tried to use, so we decided we'd use that instead. And also the creativity that we had, the string on the end, we found that we could put that into the spatial areas, throwing it up, throwing it around us, throwing it in front of us, stuff like that. So spatial areas was definitely the right choice for us in the end.
How did you find the actual presentation, having to go up in front of a lot of people and doing that?
Well, actually, going in there was probably one of the most intimidating parts, because it's scary just like waiting there for you to go up for your turn, and the whole aspect of waiting just kind of scares me. As well, on that point, when you see a bunch of people around you that are looking at you, are coming to judge you, it's quite intimidating. And as well, when you start watching other teams and you start watching other groups and seeing what they have to offer, you start almost comparing it to yours and hoping that yours is good enough. So I feel like that part is probably the worst. But once we got up there, both me and my partner were confident with what we made and what we did, because we practiced. Even we got up earlier that day and made sure that we had all the little problems fixed and made sure it was perfect. So I feel that in the end it was good, and when we were up there we did a great job, and we were really smooth when we got up there. We weren't too nervous, and it ended up in the end we did good and there wasn't many screw-ups.
Thank you, Mr. Stahl, for coming after we found you and answering all of our questions.
No, thank you for having me. Sorry I was a little late, but I liked the experience and I found it fun being on the show.
Yeah, it was a great time. We appreciate you coming.
Thank you. Are we done now?
Yes, you can go dance in the snow.
Yes, I can dance. Let's dance.